Okay, so this is the last part of part 6 in this video with it. Again, this is how I move first of all, I move these two external source files from the React down to the body, okay? And then, of course, add the React. If you look at add React in 1 minute, we do all this text right here, is this right here that comes in across with it, right? That's in the body with it. But this is what I want to bring in is this right here. This is where we add the container here. I want to have a buttons called like in here, all right? As you can see, I don't have a button call, a button tag, a button element at all, okay, at all in here. So this is where the loading part takes place, and this is we're going to link it to the file that's called like_button.js, which is this file right here. So this is the file. If you want to pause the video, type it exactly like this for me. This is very important that you get this thing exactly like this right now with it. And I want to go over this with you. So the key thing is you can see here that I don't have a button here. So let me inspect this, right my click and inspect on this against with it. And I want to show you this out in the console. Right here. So you can see the inspector part right here. Look, this is the code for this browser right here, right? And here, okay, pause the video, type it exactly like this for me, and then come over here to the index, pause, type it exactly like this for me. You don't see that I inserted a button here with it, but if you come down here on this part right here, you will see, look at this right here. Can you see this? I'm going to zoom in, and you can see there's a button element, button, there's a word like, okay? So that's what that looks like with it. Now, when I hover over it, you can see that's what it is, and I don't have that in the code right here, okay? This is why React, Doom, I want you to capture this and store this with it. If you understand this concept that I'm telling you is that the React Doom brings in all these elements into the HTML page, and this is what this is about, okay? I want to conclude this as the end of Lab 2. You have 6 videos on these things. These videos are like 10 to 15 minutes each with it. Pause, engage in the activity, copy and paste it over with snipping tools with it. So I want you to take a look at this. This is what it's supposed to look like. Add a React in 1 minute. This page demonstrates the React with no building tools. React is loading, and so if I click on like, it should change the text to you like this. The other piece is that what you're looking at, I don't expect a lot of you to understand this at this time with it, but this is what we call as a class. A class is basically a blueprint. Inside this class, you have things such as a constructor. A constructor really what's in the current state of the button with it as well. All right. So the name of the class is called LikeButton and extends to React.component, meaning that this is the component that you're going to actually assign to the like button how you want to place it with it. The constructor is mainly like what it is as initialization state. Superprop means that you're going to override this particular state to override it to look like what it is, what it looks like right now. So in this case, you set it to initialize to false. False is the initial state with this thing, meaning it's an event that you are waiting for it to click on, and it hasn't been clicked on with it as well. This points to the current object that itself with it. That's what this is. Rendering, this is this entire function. Looks like this with it, and there's nesting of if and returns in here. So if you look at the E, the constant E means that's going to return and create an event. This E is going to return this E right here. All right. So on the button, when you click on it, it changes its state to true. This is what this is saying with it, and you're going to change the text to you like this as well. So if you're typing this for the first time, you've been away for a while, make sure you have the proper syntax. This left curly bracket, you notice how I hover over it, it pairs with line 22. So there pairs of curly brackets. So if you click on this one, it should pair with number 6, should pair the right left curly bracket, should pair with the right curly brackets on number 9. Even the parentheses with it as well. So make sure you have the proper parentheses and semicolons with it as well. See, I click on number 11, it tells me the pair is number 21, the other pair with it. If I click on the curly brackets left one is on 12, it pairs with 14, so on and so on, right? So part of the curly brackets are the scope. And as I talk to you more about the scope, they're like boundaries with it as well. So it's only contained inside those boundaries with it. Left and right curly parentheses, these are more like parameters that you're passing across. All right. These are the dooms, the models that you put in with it, IDs with it as well. So again, I don't expect you to do this, to understand this at this time. It's very difficult with it. All right. But get this down. This is part of your lab number 2. This concludes lab number 2. Thank you.